Hey people, thought I'd make a vid about how music sucks these days. For one thing, I'm on Nickelodeon. They won't shut up about the Kids' Choice Awards, and they keep bringing in whatever that fucking little girl's name is. JoJo. She's a horrible singer. I don't understand why people are supporting her. She sucks. All she's doing is lip syncing. She's not really doing anything. And that's not singing. When you lip sync, you're not singing. You're ripping people off for their money. Now, I'm actually singing here. Well, I'm trying to. And I'm actually using my real voice whenever I feel like it. And I'm not, and I'm getting better and better. It's just going to take me time, but I'm not going to sit. If I get better, even better over time, I'm not going to rip people off here and lip sync. Because lip syncing, you're not using your real voice. All you're doing is like auto-tuning or something, and you're just ripping people off. And I hate it, because that's all people want to do is lip sync. They don't want to use their real voice. And that is sad, because that is ripping people's money off. You're ripping people off if you do that. And then the other thing is, people aren't even trying to make up good lyrics for songs. It is so horrible. There are not any good lyrics at all. Like a long time ago when I heard a song from Kesha, I don't know who did it, and it was horrible. The song's called Blah, and all they do mostly in that song is go blah 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 blah. That's not a song. That's stupid and retarded and idiotic. And then you got Lady Gaga's telephone song. That's not a song. If you're singing about fucking telephones. No. You have to do more than fucking telephones here. That's just horrible. And then, there was more. God damn. I have so much in my head. Trying to think here. But, yeah. Musics are not great. You got, Britney Spears. She's not even doing well anymore. And then everyone's supporting her with her shitty songs. Okay, she did good in the 90s. My favorite song was from her in the 90s was Hit Me Baby One More Time. And that was an actual good song from her, but now, because I don't listen to her anymore, she sucks. She's not even trying. Her lyrics, her songs, they're just horrible. Horrible. It feels like my ears are gonna bleed if I keep hearing more from her. And I don't want that. And then you got Soulja Boy, and I think he's what started in the early 2000s to now, changing the music, how they sound, with the fucking thing that goes on from one of his songs, "Do Superman." Well, what the fuck is that? That's a gay move, and that is gay, and that really offends me. Because if you do that, and you're saying, like, dude, a Superman, are you fucking trying to act like fucking Superman from DC Universe? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand that. That disrespects me. And then, you got, Lil Wayne. He's not even doing well with music anymore. And he never did from the start. Same with Kanye West. I never liked him. Now, I'll admit, I did like NSYNC and Backstreet Boys. They sounded really good in the past, just not anymore. I don't listen much to them anymore, but I used to. And then you got Whitesnake. They used to sound really good in the past, Whitesnake. And now their newer album that my brother bought, they are horrible. They are trying to change directions. No, don't do that. You don't change directions. That is just horrible. You stay the way you are. You always stay the way you are. And hell, even Def Leppard's changing. Def Leppard's not staying the same anymore, and their songs are not as good. And it's because of what fucking people did in Austin, Texas. They didn't like most of their songs when I went to the concert. All they bitched about is all they wanted to hear from Def Leppard, which was sad, was Rock of Ages. They didn't want to hear anything else from Def Leppard. It was horrible when I went to the concert, I think a few years ago, and saw them. That was just horrible and very disappointing. All they want is Rock of Ages, Rock of Ages. They didn't want anything else from Def Leppard. And then you got a new album from Def Leppard where it doesn't sound like them at all, and it's all soft. Is that what people want? Soft music? They don't want hard-ass music? Really? And then you got Geoff Tate trying to change Queensryche, which was a bad idea. I did not like that. Geoff Tate did not need to change the band. The band needed to stay the same, so there was a huge argument that was going on for a while with Queensryche. But in the end, he got kicked out of the band, and I feel sorry for him, but at the same time, I'm glad, because they needed to stay the same. They did not need to change, so I actually like Todd Latour. He actually sounds like Geoff Tate, and he's doing really good. My mom and dad don't like him. They want Geoff Tate more. Okay, I would prefer Geoff Tate more, but not if he's gonna change the band. Like, I heard one of the songs that I did not like from him, I'm an American. That was a horrible song for Queensryche. No. Queensryche just needed to stay the same. And they are. And I'm glad because I got their 2013 album with Todd Latour. I even got the new Condition Human album. And they sound amazing when they don't change. Because you got hard-ass rock there. I even owned some of their old albums when Geoff Tate was around. And they sounded pretty good. My favorite album on Queensryche, and Queensryche is my number one band, they still are. My favorite album from Queensryche is Condition Human and Rage for Order and goddamn, what was it called? Operation Mindcrime. Those were good albums. And then you got Creed. I heard Creed's new album and they were horrible. They needed to stay the same. They weren't around for a long ass time, and then later they came back with a new album. Ugh. It was horrible. Now, it just seems like their bands are not even trying anymore. All they want to do is rush an album and not even try. No, you don't do that. You take your time. You think it over. That's what happened with Skillet's new album. I didn't like Skillet's new album. Most of the songs on Skillet's new album were short. They weren't long. And Skillet said they didn't want to make a new album, but they did anyway. And what did we get? Most of the songs are short. They last like 2 minutes long. I actually timed it on my phone when listening to it. They're like 2 minutes short. They're not long at all. And that was horrible. If you did not want to make a new album, then don't. If the fans wanted a new album, you should have done it for the fans. And I was actually excited when I heard they were making a new album. So yeah. And then I saw Hailstorm make a new album. And I got it. Reanimate 3.0, I think. I got it today. I didn't like it. The only songs I liked on there that Hailstorm did on there was like Ride the Lightning from Metallica. That was pretty interesting of them to do. And there was something else, but I can't remember the name. But yeah, you get where I'm going at, people. And I didn't like Hailstorm's other new album. It wasn't as good. It's the one that had where she's like, I am the fire, I am something. I forgot the name of the album, but yeah, that wasn't a good album. Now, I did not like Taylor Swift. The only time I did, because at first Taylor Swift was a country singer. Then she changed to a pop singer or whatever. Okay, she should have stayed as a country, because my favorite song from Taylor Swift that I noticed that sounded very country and that got me entertained was Sparks Fly. But then as she changed, yeah, it didn't help. I lost interest in her. So yeah, today's music is not as great as it should be. Now, the other thing I did not like in the modern era music is on baby metal that everyone likes. I don't understand. It's a stupid song, and I don't understand how you would like it. Give me chocolate. What the fuck with that? Give me chocolate. Why would you do a song on something ridiculous like that, and you want to be a heavy metal band? No. If you're going to be a heavy metal band, you need to make dark story lyrics. That's what it's all about on heavy metal bands. You should be doing something like how Queensryche did on Conditioned Humans. Some of the songs were really demented and dark, even on their 2013 album. And Operation Mindcrime, ugh, they were so good and dark. Now, if you want cheerful music, let's go for some Skillet songs, like You Are the One from their old album. That was very cheerful and emotional. That was a good song from Skillet a long time ago. My mom doesn't like it, but I enjoyed it. But yeah, I think someone needs to go create a new band and bring old style music back, because someone needs to do it and show how better it sounds, because it's very sad. And also, let's talk about One Direction. That band sucks ass. I'm sorry, teens and preteens of women and fucking grown ass women, but One Direction sucks. I heard their songs, and my mom's into them because of my sister Melissa. They suck. Oh, if I have to last another minute on them, my head will blow. They're not even singing at all. It's just horrible. One Direction this, One Direction that. And then my mom says that they sound like the Beatles. They don't sound anything like the Beatles. No. And then you got the Chuna Brothers. The Chuna Brothers sucked. They were not a good band, no. And then you got today's music for modern facts. All they want to hear is gangsta rap, modern pop, rap, and shit. It's like, oh my god, that's all it is gangsta rap, pop, rap, and whatever. It's nothing good anymore. No one wants to listen to rock, and rock's dying, sadly. I'm not kidding. Rock is dying. That the last good song I heard on rock was from an old 80s rock band, Loudness, and it was on their old album to their new. But my favorite song from Loudness, and they are a Japanese band, but they are good. And I know most of you would rather listen to them in their original Japanese. But I liked it when they did it in English more. And my favorite song from Loudness of all time was Soldier of Fortune. That was a good song. And I think it's their best. My second favorite from Loudness was Red Light Shooter. Third, In This World Beyond. Fourth, Gypsy World, or whatever it's called. Gypsy Rock, I think, from them. There were so many good songs from Loudness. I mean, why can't we get bands to sound like they do back then? Why does it have to suck? Why are they aiming more towards kids? That's just sad. There are adults all out there that want to listen to music and enjoy, but we can't. Because they're focusing more on kids. And then you got Metallica. Metallica doesn't even sound good anymore. They don't. I heard their newer album. I don't like it. The last good song I heard that I actually loved from Metallica was on their old album, and it was the one that had Enter the Sandman. That was the last good one to me. And now they suck. And not to mention, you also got, I'm trying to think, sorry. Got so much in my head. Okay, another good, another thing, the thing is, bands need to go back their old way. They shouldn't change, because the more they change, the more they suck. And I have a guitar, and I said that in my other videos I have a guitar. I do. Here's proof. The case is collecting dust. If you're wondering why, it's collecting dust, it's because the fucking tuning on my guitar doesn't work anymore. My grandpa tried fixing it. The only thing that's messed up, which my brother's friend tried fixing, is the tuning. We couldn't get the tuning right. I need a new guitar, but no one's gonna buy it. So I might as well save up sooner or later and have my brother help with some of his money and get me a new guitar. Since everyone in my family's being so fucking damn cheap. And I'll just give me a new guitar and buy some string replacement in case the string breaks on it. That's another thing. No one wants to use real instruments anymore. They want to use computers for instruments these days and machines. That's really sad because then you're hearing. Sorry, I can't do it. I suck with rapping and shit, how people do it. But it's something like how people do it these days. And then you got machines doing it, making boom, boom, shit. And techno crap. That's not music. I also hate rave music. Rave musics are not that great. They're horrible. And you got a lot of people into that, and they're partying, getting drunk, having sex. No. Rave music's not great. Rave music is horrible. I want real music from real good bands. Like, at one point, I saw Nintendo advertise Skrill It. I thought Skrill It, a long time ago, when 3DS was new, I thought Skrill It was a rock band. When I heard them, I was like, oh no. Because they sounded horrible. I couldn't stand them. So I rather listen to actual bands, and you people should too. Because if you want real good music, look up the Beatles. I'm not big on Rolling Stones, but they're people like them. Look them up. Look up Britney Spears' old songs. Look up Metallica's old songs. Look up Loudness. You would actually enjoy Loudness. They are awesome from the 80s. And then you got Queenstrike. Listen to Queenstrike's old songs. They sound better on most of their old songs. You would even enjoy Condition Human if you would give it a try. Instead of bitching that it's not Chopped Teeth. It is really good. I would recommend Condition Human. It is very awesome. Even with my favorite song of all time is The Arrow of Time. That is an awesome song from Queenstrike. And you should listen to Whitesnake's old albums. They're way better. You even got Letterwolf, and they're not a well-known band. Now, my favorite song from their new album, New World Asylum, was Behind the Gun. And from their old albums, my favorite song from Letterwolf, from their old albums, is Wicked Ways. Letterwolf is not a well-known band, but they're good. You would enjoy them. Look them up. And then Baby Metal, my favorite song from Baby Metal of all time is Road of Resistance. My second favorite from Baby Metal, No Rain, No Rainbow. Because you get an old 90s and 80s rock feel from that. And then, now my all-time favorite pop or J-pop song that I would listen to the most is from Utada Hikaru from Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. I loved how she did that. I even loved it from some anime movie. I forgot what it's called, but I was listening to it in some ending credits, and oh my god, it was awesome. And then you got Def Leppard. My favorite song from Def Leppard of all time is Love Bites and Pour Some Sugar and Photograph. Those were good. And then Metallica, Enter the Sandman, Justice for All, Ride the Lightning, Hailstorm, Love Bites, So Do I, and Miss Hyde. There's all kinds of Britney Spears, Hit Me Baby One More Time, Oops, I Did It Again, and yeah. There's yeah, and if you didn't notice, I'm into more of rock. That's because when I was little, I was into rap, pop, and shit. Back then, I was into some of that, but as they started sucking, I changed my ways on music because they didn't sound good anymore. So I went to rock type musics. Now the Beatles, I like most of their songs. The only song I did not like from the Beatles is the Yellow Submarine. And my brother trolls me all the time with that, and I get really pissed at him on that. I like the Rick Ashley with the famous Rick Roll song, because that used to be a thing, and I kind of do prank people on that still, at random, not all the time. And Backstreet Boys, I Want It That Way. I can't remember all their songs. It's been so long. NSYNC, God, it's been so long. They had amazing songs. But there were some I liked from Will Smith in the past. My favorite song I think Will Smith has ever done, I think, was the Men in Black theme. That was actually awesome. But yeah, like I said, music sucks these days. People aren't even trying. They're just making up shitty lyrics that make no sense. And somehow people are entertained by it, and it is just sad. Just sad. And you know what's really sad? I actually liked Whitesnake, newest song they did on Sonic Forces. Fist Bump. That was my most favorite Sonic song of all time now, because it sounds old school, and that's my favorite song from Whitesnake for Sadly was Fist Bump from Sonic Forces. I mean, I liked Crawling in the Dark and other stuff from him, but Fist Bump gives you more of an old school feel. And that is sad, because I used to be into Crush 40. Now I'm into Whitesnake more than Crush 40. Thanks to Sega's Sonic Team, they made it to where it turned around big time. But, yeah, people, old music's gonna always be better. And I'm gonna stick with old music. And if you want to stick with shitty ass music these days, then you go fucking do it. Well, I'm gonna go now. I need to go to bed. I just thought I'd make this vid. So, bye.